Yeah, I mean,
but the more range, the better. And it's brutal.
Yeah. I think it's feeling like a little bit of a no-brainer. We'll see whether they do go there. Certainly some other options. The Na does feel safer for a lot of our top laners, but into K'Sante, I think it's one of his less good matchups. It's skill-intensive, right?
Yeah.
And I imagine that there is a Huni somewhere saying, Na wins this matchup. What are you talking about? But
yeah.
It might just be your Na, Huni. I don't know. Because we've seen this one go either way. And Live Sandbox, I'm actually feeling really good about their composition right now.
You can continuously start fights, but if this goes even into the mid to late game, like that's Sandbox bottom half of the map, terrifying.
Oh, it definitely is, as well as Kyle on his Renata, which is a very scary prospect. Let's jump on the Rift here. And we'll clear out some vision here, as this could be a very early dive. Level 4 to level 3. Bertle could be in trouble. He does flash, but he picks up the Q from Clid, who holds onto it. That should be the auto for the kill, but they trade one back.
Oh, they're setting up a trap here. Oh, he doesn't know.
Oh, no. He is going to get knocked up. Doesn't have flash, remember. Clid, he held on to his in that fight. Safeguard going to be in. Does get a hop off a minion wave, though. And there's the cage. Oh, dear. Does he get the kill this time? The answer is absolutely yes. Life is able to get an assist.
That's what's happening.
But, very, very cool. Anyway, the Seismic Shove not going to quite find the mark there, as Clid with a very cute Q onto Willa. Shirley going to be able to grab a charge on this inner turret as well. Envy takes a large amount of damage. I believe that was a Baleful Strike.
Yeah.
Possibly a Blade Caller as well, but man.
And might be a flip here for this Dragon.
Yeah, Kingen is going to be able to dash over towards Clid. It's not going to be locked down by the Lee Sin. First Drake of the Infernal variety goes over to Live Sandbox, but into the backline, the quickness, just massive. Life manages to find it against Talir and Renata. Because I just feel like him being able to find that window without rocks strewn everywhere and things like this, as Zeka gonna get flashed on here towards the top side. Seismic Shove is fantastic. And that is going to be a lockdown on that Veigar. Well, it certainly does look like that. However, Event Horizon is going to catch Closer. Immediately he does cleanse. As Viper just dives into the pit. He does have his Featherstorm as Envy just gets blown up. And now Kingen getting into the back of the pit. Bertle going to come on over. Yeah, you managed to pick up a Baron, but can you keep yourselves alive? That is the highest value Baleful Strike I have ever seen, as Clid dives in on top of his opposite number. There is a Meganar here. And Kingen, he's the one that wants to fight him. Jumps over the wall, and Bertle finds himself the only man with a Baron. Here, Viper chasing after him as he does Gale Force forward. Kyle, a possible angle here to throw out an ultimate, but it's not going to quite be enough there. The bailout comes forward. Envy just explodes in the mid lane.
Kind of crazy to me that was Bertle's second death, and the first one was the dive as all. Zeka.
Yeah, Seismic Shove does come through as Willer is kind of caught here. Clid goes for a big play, but then just gets his hand shook. Didn't really want that, and he's going to barely just die on the outside. Kingen going all out though, and they trade it. Somehow it works. We thought maybe that was a Clid moment, but it was kind of a...
Just picked up a death cap, and everything is looking amazing.
Oh, that's another one. These Event Horizons have been so good. Featherstorm is going to guarantee the death of Closer, at least after this bailout anyway, as into the backline goes Bertle, but he does not get on top of Viper. Life with a very late stopwatch, and just the end of the Event Horizon. Oh my, this Veigar is just running circles around Live Sandbox. Q is going to connect the handshake. Just gorgeous there from Kyle. But it's not going to be enough to save him, as Willa finds himself the last man standing. And I think Hanwha Life are just going to take down some Nexus turrets and win game one.
And it took their time to get going, but once they found the crucial item spikes, Hanwha Life looks like the much better, more well-rounded team. Zeka, most notably, incredible performance. And not just Zeka, but Kingen as well.
Yeah, no, Zeka and Viper having amazing games. Kingen always fantastic when he can build tank items. And you know what he did? He built tank items. And he looked really good afterwards as well. Hanwha Life Esports really looking so, so good. Double the damage of Closer.
Yeah, looked amazing. Closer also continues his struggles on mages. And this is something that Sandbox have been really haven't found an answer yet. Closer and Willer, together with Kyle, to me have kind of been the most consistent core of this team. But when Willer can't get anything going, I don't think the setup for the Viego was that great. Alright, that is a Closer staple pick, has not been hugely successful here. Lissandra is available. That's been a pick that we've seen be extremely strong into the Ahri. Also provides you with even more dive, and yeah, the amount of team fighting power that Hanwha Live will have available with this is ludicrous. You do run, again, another short-range composition into Fresh, sure, but I think they kind of reached like the critical mass where, barring Hanwha not being able to find any flank angle with either a Khan or Lissandra or Kennen, things are going to be very tough here. I mean, I really like the composition from Hanwha here, and I think that we might be looking at a 2-0 here. So much CC, so much AoE finding power, Atlas. Could be a big problem for Sandbox.
Certainly could. Let's jump into the Rift and see whether Live Sandbox can deal with it. Pretty powerful for disengage. Zeka still loses a bunch of his health bar. Let's see whether Bertel is going to be so lucky. Great little stun from King, and Q connects, and can he get in range? The answer. Kyle going down relatively low here as Bertel finds a decent position. No flash, remember, as there it is. The Q. Is it going to be enough as he gets underneath the turret? And Viper and Life not going to be able to get the crashes. That is the hook. Immediately cleansed there by Viper, but it means he can't cleanse the exhaust. Oh, running this map down here. Zeka's going to come in. That is a frozen tomb. That should be a dead Bertel, but now Closer is trying to return the favor. The turret got very, very mad as Closer throws abilities everywhere and finally hits him with an auto attack. And that is a solo kill for the Ahri. 1-for-1 though on the top side.
And Bertel there. That's not great.
Blast Cone mechanics not necessarily working out. Slicing Maelstrom is still available. My god, Q does so much damage as he flashes on top of them. He just dies! Yeah, let's have a look at this one more time.
Look at that Q.
Yeah, it's so much damage.
Yeah, which I don't even think you ever can, because Closer just, or King and rather, just presses his R earlier on.
That's a point-blank Q there from Clid, and is going to get a bit of a kick onto Bertel, who's extraordinarily low. Clid doesn't win this one. Oh, never mind! Clid does win this 1v1, by the way. So many times about the flanking possibilities, as Kingen is just going to press his ultimate button, and Bertel gonna get into the brush. Oh, that Q misses. I think Bertel would have just died if that Q had landed. Another one is going to miss. Do you have another one? The answer is yes.
He has such a big lead, he can auto him down.
Here's a battle. Well, is it? It's a dead Jinx, is what it is.
I'm not sure. I think he did have it available as, yeah.
It was a so never mind. Instantly reactivated his Q. Like, would he also go into the nether realm of that rock? I don't know. As Viper is going to get played back, and a grand entrance is going to be fantastic yet again. This time Viper, though, is going to be punished for it, and the Lovers duo are going to be taken down. They did manage to get the Thresh, though, so congrats for that one.
Look at that!
Q still does way too much damage towards this bottom side of the map. Speaking of which, there is a lot of vision down there. Wow! Willow went for a journey. I don't know whether he really wanted to, but he did go for one. Still, a lot of damage being done here, and not quite is the Kennen able to survive, as Zeka is going to rethink his choice, but does immediately come back in. There's a frozen tomb. Clid finds a Q onto Bertel, but they just don't have the members up here. The Kennen's already dead, and those shutdowns you were talking about, Chronicler, they're just going to... As far as the diving for the Olympics is concerned, pretty good stuff, as Charm going to connect onto Clid. Able to get the playback as well as he tries to safeguard his way out, presses so many buttons to escape, but they're not going to be enough.
Sandbox, that's the jungler gone. There is a Lissandra and a Fed Cannon in this game.
I don't know whether this is the optimal play, but it is a play you can make.
They need to get some vision.
Zeka over the wall. Does have Everfrost there as well. Bertel doesn't find the Empowered Shock Blast, but this Baron is so low as life. Just dives into the pit. Blade Caller doesn't get a lot of value as King in. Also, not finding too many kills, and there is the Baron secured by Willa. Of course it is. And now they're looking to win the fight. Viper picking up a kill, and a Closer is massive, but there is the Super Mega Death Rocket. Envy gets excited. The hook goes wide, but it does not matter because Willa has a Q button, and he punishes the Xayah. And Envy, if he's still alive, it's absolutely huge. It's Clid. Oh no, he's going to get caught out one more time. The Charm connects. The hook connects. And once again, he is dead. As now Hanwha going to have to run away. The quickness used very defensively as that's a teleport. Hook is going to be a little bit wide there though as Closer. He is going to find the Charm onto Zeka there who self-ults, but the Rakan is already dead. Viper's Blade Caller is massive, but is it massive enough? The answer is absolutely not, as Envy's just having a field day, and Live Sandbox, they'll deny a soul and they'll get even more.
Yeah, Bertel dies, but who cares? More gold into the pockets of Sandbox. It all starts again with Closer. Heroic performance here on this Ahri. Hanwha Life are going to try and catch Liv Sandbox off guard. They were moving as... Oh, that's a late teleporter. They have double slide as well.
Yeah, they're going to dive into this pit. Super Mega Death Rocket is just going to help get this one down faster. Will is going to dive into the pit, but they managed to secure it. Slicing Maelstrom, kind of massive, but now the Jinx is excited. She's doing so much work in this pit as Kingan's going to be taken out as well. Clit is just dead, and we are going to a game number 3. Hanwha Life, they return the favor.
That's going to be it.
Oh, man.
Clean ace.
And now, from what we heard the Des talking about earlier, oh yeah, you definitely pick Liv Sandbox. After this game, maybe after the next game, now it's a little bit up for debate. As Liv Sandbox, massive redemption in this game. They get that one turnaround. Closer, man. The easiest POG vote ever. Both mid laners popping off one game after the other.
Willow just played a great game of League as well.
He did. No, he absolutely did. I do think that there are some things to talk about as far as... I don't think that Zyra Khan is first pick.
And I didn't even remember the Amumu, but wouldn't even hate that. Rel makes the most sense to combo we see most often. And that is going to be the lock-in here. So early laning phase is going to be very tough. But as soon as level 6 is hit, I'm expecting fireworks on the bottom half of the map. This is very Liv Sandbox. They're taking a really big risk here. But given how game number 1 played out, I do think if you play a straight-up game of League of Legends that you're going to run into trouble. Game 2, somewhere, if you can deny vision and you run into the pick potential that's available there, it's going to be a very tough game. So the early game needs to be clean here from Sandbox, and they've been struggling with that.
They certainly have. Let's find out how they're going to do as we hop onto the rift for game number 3.
League of their own. Then Genji D+, which we'll get a better idea of after today. And then if KT are just kind of on their own, because I do think KT is substantial.
Zeka might get level 2 ganked, and he is going to get level 2 ganked. Does flash, as Willa, not going to be able to find the kill, but...
and Girdle.
All right, they are still going to dive forward here as Viper is in so much trouble. The Blade Whirl coming on through, and that is first blood. As now Birdle might be in trouble as well, but he just boops them away with the hammer, and as Willa's going to come back, look for this one again, as Crashdown not going to connect onto Life, but the Q does. See whether Willa can actually go in for it, as it looks like Life is going to be the sacrificial Heimerdinger. And Clid going to move in.
And as a result...
Well, they're going to flash Crashdown, and that is just another dead Heimerdinger. Nothing he can do about it.
Then keep an eye on Willer and make sure that he isn't able to get it done as well.
There's the chain CC. That's a very dead Silas.
Yeah.
Closer had flash, but no opportunity to
That's
use
it. Yeah. Right there. Amazing. Great job, Hanwha. Well, now we're even again. Well, it's also like Clid could have just ulted here.
Well, that is a beautiful little tunnel over. Life putting down the taxi so that Willa could get in, but now cease and desist is going to come through. Willa will be taken down. MB gets an S rank. I don't know whether that's what I'd be ranking this play for Liv Sandbox as they lose.
Fighting range is Closer.
Oh no, more single target CC. Look, all of it. Just lay it gorgeously.
Liv Sandbox is kind of just going to give up stuff. In the most general sense.
Well, they are going to gank Shirley here. Oh my god, the Everfrost value is just massive. They also get the charge from Shirley. This is the Liv Sandbox way. Closer just dives into everyone.
What?
I don't know about that one. They have no smite. It's just going to be secured. Okay, Magnustorm comes in, but now the team fight could be on. Envy, can you make this one happen as he's fighting Viper in the backline? The Giga Clone going to be used to get Viper out to safety. Life is waddling for dear life, and I don't think it's going to help him. Attractive foul. Yeah, that is. I do like the amount of defensive vision that Hanwha Life do have, as now Zeka could be in trouble. The chains are going to land. Spirit Rush utilized here. Cease and Desist is just going to murder Willa. Not a lot of options, and that is just a Spirit Rush. Gets Zeka to safety. Clid is just off on his own, on a mission. As Envy at 50%, Viper finds the ult onto Birdle, who flashes to immediately get himself out. Kyle not finding the most value there with the Magnet Storm. And even Life is going to survive for the first time, it feels like, this game, as Zeka is dashing around. Closer also doing the same thing. They have the same R button as Birdle trying to turn it here. He knows that he's dead. He knows he doesn't have a way out. And the Baron this time was turned off of, and a team fight opted into by Hanwha Life Esports. King
I
in.
think you might have to peel off.
Well, we'll see what they can make happen here. Cease and desist available. Zeka is going to deliver closer into the backline as Envy's made it over. He finds a decent blade well there, but Glid's still going to be able to take them down. Envy does get towards his ultimate, but it just does not do anything. And Willer is also going to be punished yet again. Oh, still, Flash does come through. These safeguards to Kyle are saving his life. As a tracked repel is going to come forward, Kyle is able to just trot his way out. I don't think that was even a canter. It's not part of the Pride Lands.
It's not safe.
Absolutely not.
Can't protect you there.
No. And Kingen also in a lot of danger here as well. He is going to flash, but there is a Q. Oh no, the party cask as well. He takes a while to go down, but he will be taken out. They are not going to take it down. They are just trusting in Willer. Clid gets into the back and just steals it. Just takes their lunch money. He will be taken out, but he does his job. In Clid we trust, I guess. As teleport from Bertle, he'll immediately get charmed up. Life throws a grenade at him, and Bertle just sacrifices his whole health bar. As, all right, Zeka gets the Blade Whirl out as, oh, the Flash Magnet Storm, but immediately the Flash response. Kyle going to be punished as Zeka outplays him. Yeah, and Closer should have his hijack back up before this fight is concluded. Cute little kick there onto Clid, but the Drake isn't going to go down as there's the Magnet Storm from Kyle. He gets in there, Bertle, he finds the backline, but he finds his death as well, and it's the Heimerdinger getting his revenge. The fight well and truly on here as the Samira still alive for now, but the health bar's going down low. The Drake ignored. What about the Drake? Cliff Sandbox and Hanwha as Closer. He's trying to find it.
There's no jungler.
Yeah, no one's hitting any of these skill shots.
They should get it.
And Kingen just decides he wants to walk at them. Yep, Viper's going to secure the soul. And now Zeka may have walked face first into Closer, but he has the charm. He finds the angle, and there is the piercing arrow. Hail of arrows going to come in as well. And Viper is going to lock down Silas. I think the game might be over as that body slam, just amazing, but he still hits S. And they managed to take down the Heimerdinger again, but they've been doing that all game, and it hasn't spelt victory. Viper is going to get the double kill. That's going to be the ace, and that should be the game for Hanwha Life Esports. Okay, Shock Blast connects onto Life.
Closer?
As Closer is going to get hit by the Chains of Corruption, he does immediately go into his Zhonya's. As the charm is timed gorgeously. Once again, the pickup on the mid laner is Kingen. He's happy to tank, even if he does do a fair bit of damage here as Envy. He's almost out of the fight. Kingen dives forward. Bladewell now on cooldown, and Liv Sandbox are just melting. Clid wants to find his angle. He doesn't have his ult, but he's still acting so aggressively. Piercing arrow connects as Bertle almost gets commented to death. They dive on top of Clid, but he gets his health back, and Viper is just sniping them.
Turrets.
Chains of Corruption once again comes down. He's autoing. He's trying to get it in there. Willer, he turns it as now Viper says, I'm absolutely massive. And now the game is just being won elsewhere. Bladewell does nothing. That is a dead Samira. It's a triple kill. Viper, teleport in here. It's a quadra-kill angle.
I think it can end. No? Yeah, they can end. Surely.
Yeah.
That's it.
They're doing the win the team fight and end thing at the same time, but they all want to be in the picture. So we're just going to bide our time for a moment, and then Bertle will be taken down, and now they all get to be in the picture as the Nexus goes down. Hanwha Life Esports will pick up game number 3.
Because Viper, I don't know, was it like he ended up with 1 death in a game where the entire enemy team is really good at killing him.
And they lived in the bottom lane for the first 15 minutes of the game as well.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, guys. Sorry for the confusion. We are having a team interview from both teams, but first we're going to interview the home team, which is Leap Sandbox, and we're going to be joined by Hanwha Life, the away team, for the team interview later on. We're here joined by the entire Leap Sandbox player for the regular season wrap-up interview. Thank you so much for joining us for the interview, Bertle. So whenever I watch you guys play, actually something came to my notice was, you always having your forearm taped whenever you get to play the LCK. So talk us through your determination this season.
좀 건강이 좀 안 좋은 것 같긴 한데.
Yeah, I don't think like I'm 100% like at my best situation, you know, in terms of my health conditions. But my team, our team has been providing a lot of support, you know, a lot of treatments and stuff like the taping as well. So it still hurts, but it's getting better. It's alright. What was your biggest motivation to overcome this kind of struggles?
팀원들도 열심히 해주고.
I mean, our team, they're always working their best. Our coaching staff as well. So that's my biggest inspiration, and also the support from my fans. And this was your first season to participate in every single game as a starter. So what is your biggest takeaway from this experience?
나름 프로 데뷔한 지는 그래도 좀 됐다고
Well, I think it's been a while since I debuted in the LCK, but I think I still need to improve a lot. I have to learn a lot from other players. So having this much of experience is awesome, you know, and I have a long time to keep working hard. So I think this is a great chance for me. And let's hear from Willer. You had an incredible uprise this season. Your outplay, your smite, and also your ceremony. LCK fans got to find more and more about you this season. How do you look back on the entire spring regular season? I think this season I was not able to accomplish my personal goal, but I have left no regret in the previous matches I played this season, you know. I just want to make sure that this will be my stepping stone moving forward. So I want to learn from all the mistakes and failures I went through in my previous matches and become a better player. And then, is there anything you would like to say to your fans? I really appreciate your support throughout the regular season. I'm sorry that we were not able to bring a victory in our very last match of the regular split, but we will keep working hard in order to become stronger. And Closer, you also acquired so many more nicknames this spring, you know, the Closer, the God Closer, Goldie Roger, and Hooney's Closer call out as well. What does this spring season mean to you? I have learned so much this season for sure. However, it's a bummer that we were not able to get a win in our final match of the season, but I will make sure to come back to the God Closer mode in the playoffs. And you also won POG in the second match of the series, and you have reached 1,000 POC points this regular season. What are you willing to achieve in the playoffs? I will keep grinding in order to display a consistent performance together with my teammates. And Envy, at the beginning of the season, you said you wanted to change your reputation, and I think you completely changed people's mind for sure with your performance throughout the spring season. What was your other goals this season, and have you met it? Well, to be honest, my personal goal for the spring season, I didn't really set any specific goal. I just wanted to become one of the good AD carries of the LCK. Now that the regular season has come to an end, I was not a perfect AD carry. I was not the perfect leader of the team, although I'm the captain of the team. But based on this experience, I think I can become a better person and better player. But this season, I think you definitely proven a lot of stuff as an AD carry as well. Then Envy, what is your goal for the playoffs? What do you want to show?
누굴 만날지 모르겠지만
I'm not sure who we're gonna play in the playoffs, but
이기고
I want to make sure
싶다는 목표가
that we win the first round of the
1라운드는
playoffs.
꼭 승리하시고 2라운드에 진출하시기를 저희가 함께 응원하도록 하겠습니다. 그리고 카일 선수
And
이번
then
정규 시즌에
we have
대천사
Kyle.
카일이다 이런 별명이
You were
생겨나도
literally the
엄청난
blessing
활약을
to the
보여주셨는데요.
Lip Sandbox
신인
squad.
상부보다라는
And a lot of
말이
people say you will be competing for the
들려오고
Rookie of the
있습니다.
Split
어떻게
award.
생각하시나요?
How do you look back on your regular season performance?
일단 신인상은 작년에 아마
I think
나왔던 것 같은데
I also heard about the
올해는
Rookie
잘
of the Split
모르겠습니다.
last year. I'm not sure about
좀
this year.
예상하기가 어렵다 이런 조심스러운 입장이신 것 같은데요. 또 이렇게 카일 선수가 멋진 활약 해주셨기 때문에 플레이오프
However,
진출에
we
큰
were
성공하기도
all
했고 이제 바로 다음 주에
we were so
플레이오프
blessed by your
경기를 치르시게
performance
될
this
텐데요.
season.
각오 한 말씀 들려주시죠.
Then what part of your
일단
characteristic do you want to showcase
잘하고
more in the playoffs
대회
in
때
terms of the
나왔던
performance?
문제점을 고쳐서
I hope I can fix all the problems we had throughout the regular
최대한
season in the playoffs
발전해서
and perform better.
돌아오면 이기지 않을까
I hope we can
생각합니다.
step up.
네, 플레이오프에서 더 발전한 카일 선수의 모습 기대하도록 하겠습니다. 자 이제 다시 마지막으로요.
And then
주장인
let's
엔비 선수가
get back to Envy before we go. One final message to the
사실
fans.
스프링 팀적인 목표치
I think this spring season,
현실적으로 딱 6등에
I think we were able to kind of meet the realistic goal as a team, 6th place. So it's a little bit of a bummer, but still we have playoffs to play and also the summer split as well. So I hope we can display a better form in the playoffs and also in the summer season, and I really appreciate your support.
감사합니다. 플레이오프 때 다시 뵙겠습니다.
Thank you so much for the interview, and I will see you guys again at the playoffs. Wish you the best of luck.
리브 샌드박스 선수분들 감사드리고요. 플레이오프 준비도 잘해서 좋은 결과
That was
있기를
Lip
바라겠습니다.
Sandbox team interview as they had their final match of the regular season. And now let's welcome Hanwha Life Esports players to the stage. Please give it up for the players.
조금 시간이 걸리니까요. 여러분 너그럽게 기다려 주시면 감사하겠습니다. 네, 한화생명 선수분들 5분 전원과 인터뷰를
We will be
나눠볼
joined by
예정입니다.
the full members on the side of Hanwha Life Esports.
네, 이제 한화생명 선수분들이 자리를 잡으셨으니까
Now that all
곧바로
the players
인터뷰를
are
진행해 보도록
on
하겠습니다.
stage, let's get this
한화생명
interview
킹겐,
started.
제카,
You're
바이퍼,
here joined by
라이퍼
Kingen,
선수입니다. 승리
Clid, Zeka,
축하드립니다.
Viper, and Life. Congratulations on the win.
네, 정말 승리 축하드리고요.
With this win, you guys
오늘은
clinched
승리에
5th place
이어서
of
또
the
정규
regular
시즌을
season.
마지막으로 마무리하는 자리인 만큼 또 시즌
You
전반에
just
대한
had your
이야기를 좀
final
나눠볼까
match of
합니다.
the regular
먼저
split.
킹겐 선수,
Kingen,
이제 오늘부로 정규 시즌 마지막 경기를 모두
you played
마무리를
your
하셨습니다.
last
더
game
멋지게
of the
승리로
regular
장식하기도
season,
하셨는데요.
and you close
이번
out
시즌
the regular
총평을
season with a win.
해보신다면 어떻게
How do
얘기할
you
수
look
있을까요?
back on the entire regular split?
저희가 연승도 하고 연패도
We had
하면서
a winning streak,
되게
we had a
얻어가는
losing
것도
streak,
많았고,
I think we
앞으로도
earned
더
so
잘할
much
수
from
있는
this
용기를
experience,
얻는
and
시즌이었던
we were
것
able
맞는 것
to get
같지만
so much
팬분들이
courage
보시기에
to
되게
become a better
불안 요소가
team
되게
and better
많았던
player.
시즌이라고 생각을
I'm
해요.
pretty
그래서
sure our
다음
fans were
경기도
also
예측이
worried
안
about
되고
our
불안한
inconsistency,
경기력을 계속
and
보여드렸다고
they can never
생각해서
know what
그
to
부분을
expect from
최대한
us.
좀
So
저희가
I hope we
얻어가는
can
거를 많이
fix on
얻어가면서
those issues and
use
what we learned from the spring split, starting from this playoffs and up until the summer season. I wish we can come back with better performance. This will be a great experience and fundamental of our performance as a team. I really appreciate all the support from our fans.
얘기를 해주셨고 보완해 나가야 할 점에 대해서도 이야기를 해주셨지만 오늘이 끝이 절대 아닙니다. 앞으로 중요한
It's only the
경기들이 더
end
많이
of the regular
남아있는데요,
season,
킹겐
and
선수.
we'll see you guys
사실
again at
하나생명하면 중요한
playoffs.
경기에서 조금 더 힘을
And
많이
Hanwha Life, you guys are
그런 또 습성이
well known
있잖아요.
for being
그래서
better
앞으로 플레이오프에서 어떤
at
모습
bigger
보여주실지
stages,
각오
So
말씀
what is your determination heading into the playoffs?
좀 큰 경기에서
Yeah, we have this, image of performing better at bigger stages.
그냥 칭찬이라고 생각을
And
해요.
I want to take it as a compliment.
그 부분을 확실히 보여드릴 수 있도록 저희도
And I want to display why we have the Big Game Hunter nickname in Korea. We will do our best to prepare for the playoffs and give it our all.
1년 만에 LCK 무대에 복귀해서 한 시즌을 마무리를
Clid,
하셨는데요.
this was your
이번 시즌
return
돌아보면
season
어떤
at the
감정
LCK.
드시나요?
How do you think it went?
한것 같아요. 좀 강팀이랑 했었을 때
It was, bittersweet. There were so many games where we just fell to the stronger teams,
비교적 약팀이랑 했었을
And
때
also,
저희가 좀 이기다 보니까 그런
we
생각이
were
좀 더 많이
repeating
들었던 것
victories over the weaker
오랜만에
team,
이렇게
so
LCK
it was
복귀하셔서
kind of
방금
inconsistent.
전에도
So I would say it's a
말씀해
bittersweet
주셨지만
emotion
이런
at the end of the
인터뷰에서
season.
아쉬움에 대해서도 좀 이야기를
And
해주셨던
Clid, yeah, I mean, you have
선수였는데요.
expressed your
플레이오프에서는
frustration
분명히
regarding
다른
your
모습을
performance in a
보여주고
couple of
싶으실 것 같은데
interviews.
어떤 모습
What do you want to
보여주실
show
예정이세요?
in the upcoming playoffs?
일단 지금까지 저희가 플레이오프 전에 연패도 하고 그랬지만
Yeah, we had some
최대한
losing
그런
streak before the
모습
playoffs,
좀
and today it
플레이오프
came to an
때는
end.
더
But
안 나오게
I
해야
hope
되고,
we can
그래서
get rid of all of the
생명줄이
issues that we
길었으면
had
좋겠어요.
아,
in the playoffs, and I hope we can have a longer, you know, chance at the playoffs. I hope we can last long.
제카 선수 오늘 1-3세트 단독
Zeka,
POG 받으셨고요. 모두
The unanimous back-to-back POG today in game 1 and 3, and the performance was so on point. How do you look back on the entire regular season? This was going to be the final match before we head into the playoffs, so it was really, really important to us, and I think the performance was pretty decent, so I'm happy with the result. Zeka, you are first in mid lane solo kill standings. How do you think of your own performance throughout the season? I mean, it feels great to be the solo kill leader in the mid lane, but I don't want to pay too much attention to the solo kill records because it doesn't really mean a lot. So I think I have to work on some of my weakness in order to play better at playoffs. Now it's time for playoffs, just like you said. Any message over to your lane opponents, such as beware of my solo kills? I'm not sure which mid laner I'm gonna play up against, but whoever it's gonna be, you guys gotta be ready to play up against Hanwha Life Esports. Viper, it was also your first season back in the LCK. How did you like it? It's been a while, and I was able to get so much support from the fans, so I really, really appreciate it. But I'm so sorry that I was not able to play up to their expectations. But from now on, I'm confident that we can become better, stronger. So we will come back with, our improved form. And Viper, what was the best part of being back in Korea?
사실 저는 오늘 마지막 경기가 제일
I think
좀 팀원들한테 고마웠던 것 같아요. 제가
I want to say thank you to my teammates, especially about this last series, because I made a critical mistake early on, but my teammates actually made up for it. So yeah, I want to say thank you.
되게 고마웠다라고 말씀해 주셨습니다. 제가 사실은 좀 사소한 이야기를 해주실까 봐 이제 뭐 이모님
So I was expecting some other answers regarding, coming back to the Korea. I want to ask you what's your favorite menu from Hanwha Life Cook, but still, I just want to ask about your favorite menu from the Hanwha Life Cook, because she's so famous, the Hanwha Life chef. Hand-cut noodles, that's my favorite. Then Viper, before we go, what is your playoff goal? Whoever we face, we gotta work hard in order to prepare for the match. I hope we can play better than we did in the regular season and showcase some of the strong performance we have in our potential. Live, in the previous series, you had your 400th LCK game. You have been around the LCK for a while now. What did you want to focus on this season? I can't really believe that I played 400 games already, I still need to work harder, improve a lot. I think I have to get better at setting up the entire game, the one who make the plays. So I just want to become a better player as a support. Right now, it's only like 30% of my full potential, but my teammates, my coaching staff, our head coach, they're all just helping me out so much, so I'm so blessed. I want to say thank you to them. Hopefully we get to see the 100% of life in the future. And live, you always bring out the most unconventional picks, such as Airy J4, Set. Are you going to pull some pocket picks in the playoffs too? So in best of 5, yeah, you'll get to see some of the unexpected ones. Now back to Clid. One final message to the fans before we close out the interview, please. I know we had so many ups and downs this season, and I want to say thank you for all the support. And I know we have let you down so many times. We are fully aware of it. I'm so sorry about it, but we will come back stronger for the playoffs. And this will be the end of the interview from Hanwha Live Esports players, and back to the space. Thank you.